Man, um, how are we doing today? I'm going to jump right into it because there's a lot to process. A lot to process. Look at me talking about the Microsoft. Um, hmm, we're going to just wait a second here. So, what did I think about the show? I thought it was better than last year. I'll give you that. 2017 was pretty drab, but all in all, I'm gonna say that I am not impressed. If you've seen the show, then I'm just gonna be going over my thoughts. You start off with Halo, but no trailer. Well, you get a teaser, but no trailer. So Halo 6, we'll call it Halo 6. Then you have Forza, which is a copycat of Crew. There's a game also for a clone of Zelda. What else? Yeah, Battletoads. I mean, I think the only game throughout the entire show that I would say was a big surprise was Battletoads. But that's it. Now, I'm not counting any multi-plats because I can just eventually buy them on the PS4. If you take out all those games, and then you got your DLCs for your Sea of Thieves, your Cuphead. That's really it. And then you got your three Gears games that people kept talking about. Oh yeah, and Crackdown. We got a little more for Crackdown. From one of the looks, it looks like you can play as Terry Crews. But my problem is they used up all their ammunition to keep fans like, yeah. For me, I'd be excited, but I would be disappointed. You've got a delay for Crackdown. You've got JRPGs that are finally coming over. One thing that kind of, I mean, I shouldn't really be upset about this. I mean, I guess Sony does have an advantage. Is the Sensu's Sacrifice is, their Ninja Theory is going to be, they bought him. But then again, does that mean that any game with them is not going to come over to PlayStation in the future? Is it going to be like Minecraft where every company gets? I don't know what they're going to do. So that's a little weird. Personally, in my opinion, it was very underwhelming still. Um, Gears of War 5 that, you got some, it's pretty much all CG trailers. And here's the thing though, they say when Crackdown 3 comes out, you have Crackdown, then you have Days Gone, and then there's another one that's coming out. Help. I don't remember. But there's another big one coming out that month, and Crackdown is gonna get slammed. It's gonna get Metro Exodus. It's Metro versus Crackdown versus Days Gone, and I think Metro is gonna be the one that wins out of those three. Days Gone looks intriguing, but it's another zombie game. Other than the third-party games, the show was very, very underwhelming. The thing that yet again upset me was the Game Pass. They brought up Game Pass and how in a couple of years they're gonna, they're still gonna be there, but that's not much to go by. A lot of fans, the Halo trailer was disappointing. Then you've got your three Gears games, the most you got, and a Crackdown, which literally got a release date, and it's just like you sit there and you're like, none of this makes me want to buy an Xbox. This is nothing new. The Zelda clone, and just like, and the Battletoads was just, and as the show was going, no word of a lie, from the beginning to end, it went from being like few seats to then like the middle. A lot of people got, the show was half empty by the time the show ended. Microsoft has probably lost a lot of fans. So with that being said, my final score for Microsoft's E3 show is a 4 out of 10. I think last year I gave Microsoft a 5, but I would go back and take that back and then give it a 2. It was a really bad show last year, but this year is a 4 for me. there were some things like like the Metro, Cyberpunk. We finally got a little more for that. Everything else it was fine. Dying Light 2, they announced that. That's fine. I personally am excited for it and everything. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll give it a 4 out of 10 and everything. That's really it. Can't think of any. Anyways, yeah. So I'll give it 4. I'm really excited for Bethesda's show today. And then they had Division 2, which I'm not a big fan of, and everything. So that's on to the next one. So you'll be getting another review in a bit of the next conference. So see you in about 5 hours, 5 to 7 hours, and we'll speak to you soon. What out?